Good afternoon, my lovers. I'm sorry I've not been putting up very many videos lately. I'm just trying to learn the Lorenz, this thing, and it's taking me a bit of time. You know what it's like when you get a new detector, it can take ages to learn the thing. And I've been swinging the monster coil. There's the monster coil, look. There's my foot in there. 1 meter square coil. So it's taken me a little bit longer than I thought it was originally, but I'm sure I'll get there in the end. I was just the battery was not flat, but it went down 2 bars, so I thought I'd just swing the little coil, and I found a coin. Yeah, so I just thought I'd swing away with the little coil. I found a bit of melted bronze there, and here I've just found a coin. It is pulse induction, so it sees more things than normal detectors because it can get things at angles and all sorts. So I found a coin. It's a bit breezy, so I can protect you from the wind a bit. I think it's crusty, a pretty crusty old coin. Is it Roman? Or was it just a crusty George? Right, I'll give it a rub on the magic trousers. It's a bit all dark today. Yeah, I'd say that was probably a William. Look at the shape of it, it's all like misshapen. But it's so crusty I can't see anything on there. Right, let's see if I can find some more coins. I'm going to just swing the little coil now because the big one, it draws way too much juice. Here's the bit of melted bronze. So, you know, there is some parch marks just here on this spot, and I think there's something ancient just here. I'm quite near a building that dates to the Norman invasion. Yes, welcome to all of my new subscribers, mostly from America. Yeah, the Norman invasion dates to 1066. So in 2066, it will be 1,000 years ago. That was a while ago. So yeah, this building that's nearby here dates to the Norman invasion. So this is why I got the monster coil. What I'm finding, at the moment, I'm just digging every signal, no matter what it is, and I'm finding a few bits of iron. But I find the occasional good thing, now and again. Not too often though. But I am trying to learn this machine as fast as I can. It's very tiring because it's heavy. All this equipment, there's a lot of equipment that I take out to the fields when I'm metal detecting. Like the camera gear, and spade, and all sorts of stuff. So I'll get there eventually, I'm sure of it. Oh, I don't like the look of that. I do not like the look of that. It's coming this way. Pesky weather. I'll get there eventually. I'm off to the usual. Oh, that's it. I made it to the pub. I've got a pint of amber nectar here. I've made it. Sorry about the guy with the chainsaw in the background. He was in my class at school. No, today was a bit of a disaster trying to test the Lorenz. I went for loud signals, I went for quiet signals, and when I dug them up, the loud signals were near the surface. That's why they were loud. And the quiet signals were near the surface, but they were smaller. So, oh yeah, all the signals I seem to get today, for some reason, were all about 5 or 6 inches deep, and that's using that massive coil. So obviously I am doing something wrong. Is it the frequency? I had the frequency for most of the day on its maximum. Now that can affect depth, but I wouldn't have thought by a great deal. So obviously I was doing something wrong all day. Now I've been on other fields where I have got a bit more depth, but today it was just all shallow. Now during the day I thought, well, something wrong here. So I went and saw the landowner. I got some bits of bronze barrel taps and things that I dug up previously, and I dug a hole and buried them about 1.5 feet deep, you know, pretty deep. Put the saw back on, detected it, it saw it with no trouble at all. So going to take me a little while to learn this machine. But if you've got any tips, can you put them below? Because I'm getting a bit confused as to what I'm doing wrong. Now obviously this is not going to be anything, this is not anything like a Knox or a CTX or anything like that. This is a monster machine, and it needs someone who has got a monster machine to advise me on how or what I'm doing wrong. Perhaps I might need the 45 centimeter coil. It might be something to do with ground balancing. I'm not 100%, but maybe that's the reason. It might have something to do with ground mineralization. That's why I might not be getting the depth. I just want to know how you can get the maximum amount of depth, because this meter square coil should be able to get down to you know, at least 2 or 3 feet, because I've seen other people using the same sort of detector online on various YouTube channels in different languages, where they can see objects reasonably deep. So I'm doing something wrong. Right, I'm going to have this here pint of beer, maybe 1 or 2 after that one, and then I'm going to head off home. Cheers!